Hey, assistant coach, how are you guys doing? It's me, Johnny Sports, and welcome back to my channel. And today, guys, we are taking on another sprint to glory, but this one is different, assistant coaches. The rules are on your screen right now, and let me tell you what is different about this episode. By the way, thank you guys so much for nearly 4,000 likes on the first of the sprint to glories. Hopefully you guys can reach over 2,500 likes on this one as well. Let's see what we can do. In this one, assistant coaches, we are going for talents not only from one country but from Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Finland and Iceland. Those are the 5 countries that I can go and buy players from. So I decided that those will be the 5 countries that I can use, because if I pick one country only, there weren't enough talents in that team. So I decided to go ahead and put all the best teams from those countries into one league. Yes, all of these teams are now in the Korean league, and there are 12 teams, I believe. And the team that I decided to pick is Nordsjaelland. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Sorry if I'm not doing it right, but this is the team that I have picked, and it has 1.7 million in the transfer budget. It is the worst team in this league right now, and the club's worth is around 5 million, which could easily be the worth of a player in my team, but no, that is the worth of my club right now. And this is the highest rated player that I have, Marcondes, 69 rated, and he actually has some decent potential. So I knew that at some point I would have to sell that guy for a bit of money to be able to bring in a couple of players. Now let me tell you one thing, assistant coaches. As you guys are seeing this team, this is probably one of the worst teams I've ever picked for one of my sprint to glories, and it is also one of those teams where the budget was shit every single year. So I actually went through a ton of seasons in this one, probably one of the most that I've done so far on the sprint to glories. So there's a lot to go through. Let's start off by bringing in a right back for our team. Isak Sevankambo is the first guy that I'm buying for 1.2 million, and that really hurt so much because that was half of my budget spent on a player who is 68 rated. They wouldn't accept any offers below that, so I had to go and offer them 1.2 million. Right here you can see he is quite fast, a physical specimen, let me just put it that way. And after improving that right back position, I thought, okay, let's bring in a talented striker, and Joel Asoro from Sunderland was the guy that I was looking for. 950k spent on a 63 rated striker. That was such a joke that I had to spend that much money on this player for them to accept it, but sadly all my money now has been spent on 2 players, the right back and the striker. In our first season we actually came in at the bottom of the league, and I was so disappointed to see that, because I thought, oh shit, I might actually get fired after my first season, and all the work I did in the first season was for nothing. I will get fired and I will have to redo all of this career mode. So now you can see we ended up at the bottom. And also one thing I need to mention is in the Korean league there's like one season that you play, and then at the end of the season the league table gets split into half. So you have the first 6 teams and then the bottom 6 teams. The first 6 teams battle it out for the title basically, and then at the bottom those 6 teams battle it out to basically not get relegated, I believe. I'm not quite sure how that works, but let's move on now, and we are looking for a left back. So straight away I'm looking to improve my defense, because apparently I have conceded a lot of goals. Rasmus Nielsen, that is the guy that I bought into the team. 68 rated, looked like a great talent. He is a right back, but he can also play in the left back position. So I thought, okay, he will fit into the team. He's only 19 years old, so let's buy him. And then we moved on to the midfield. Philip Billing, center defensive midfielder, 20 years old, had to spend 800k on him in the second season. He's 65 rated, so once again we are spending a lot of money for really low rated players. But the other players that I tried to buy, they were just worth way too much money, and the teams wouldn't accept anything. And the players especially, it was really tough to get them into the team. But at the end of season 2 we once again came in at the bottom of the league. So I thought, oh shit, I'm messing up completely right here. I will get fired this time, but actually didn't. So Marcondes, now our best player, 74 rated on that left wing. And apart from that, we have Lobotka growing quite nicely. He's now 70 rated. And the players that we bought, Sevan Cambo is now on a 71 rating, 70 rating on the left back, and Asoro on 65. So we moved on into the next season, and this is the major thing that I had to do throughout all of this sprint to glory. I had to look for free agents, assistant coaches, because the money that we had wasn't enough. So I had to bring in free agents to be able to grow them, and then at the end of it, basically sell them on for a lot of money to be able to bring in a lot of those big talents from these 4 to 5 countries that we have available in this sprint to glory. So we got ourselves a couple of 63, 64 rated players. This one is actually looking quite nice, but Vargas was the highest rated one. He was 69 rated, so I thought, let's put him into the starting lineup instead of Asoro. But I can tell you right now, Vargas never grew to a higher rating than 69 for some reason. So now I didn't have a goalkeeper in my team. He just left without letting me know why. And I am extending all the contracts all the time, so it didn't really make sense to me. Seemed like the board maybe sold him on. So Joronen is joining us on a 1-year loan. He joined us, and then in the centre-back position, I was looking to improve as well. Erik Hagen is now the player join our team. Once again, it is a loan deal due to the limitations of our budget this season. Still 64 rated centre-back. I just needed someone else to play alongside the centre-back that we had in the team already, which is Maxo. He's now 66 rated. And now Tony Aiting. This was actually one of the best free agents I've found. I had to spend around 3k on his wages, and that was definitely worth it. Pomini, not so special at the end. Aiting though, take a look at it, 65 rated already. And he is a 5-star skiller. Yes, I was freaking out right there. You could see me switching around the pages. 5-star skiller, and I was so happy to have one of those guys in my team, because it is so rare to get someone into your team from the free agents or from the youth academy that actually has 5-star skills. Now in our 3rd season, we actually came in the 7th spot, so close to reaching the top half of the table and taking part in the championship group, but we didn't make it. We ended up at the bottom half, and we came in 2nd place in that group. Now Marcondes grew to a 76 rating. Vargas didn't grow. Asante actually now dropping down in his stats. Billing now 69 rated. Lobotka 73, Hogan 66, Sevan Cambo on a 74, and Christensen on the left is 72 rated. Aiting now on a 67 rating, so he might make his way into the team quite soon. And finally, I bought myself a proper goalkeeper, Sondre Lofset Rosbach. 2.4 million I had to spend on that guy, but it was worth it. He is now going to be the only goalkeeper basically in this team throughout this whole sprint to glory. He was 73 rated, so our defense now was actually looking quite nice. And once again, we just missed out on making it into the top half of the league table, but you could see the progress in the team. First 2 seasons we came in at the bottom, then the next one we came in at the 7th spot, and once again in season number 4 it is the 7th spot for our team. But this time we actually won in that tournament that is at the end of the season, and we came in 1st place in the bottom half of the league table. Now Marcondes actually grew to a 79 rating, so I knew quite soon I would have to sell him on to make some money in this team. Now both of our wingbacks are now on 75 ratings, and Aiting is now in the starting lineup, so the 5-star skiller is in the top right corner of the pitch basically. Nothing in the top right corner of your screen. He's on the pitch, and now this is the biggest talent I bought in this whole sprint to glory, apart from the players that are real. So Alvaro Barrios, I think his name was, I'm not too sure, maybe I missed out on it, but we'll see in just a second. So it was a whole barrage of new players coming in from the free agents, because there was just no other way for me to make money. And this was basically the thing I had to do all the time. I just looked through the free agents at the start of the season, and I bought myself a couple of good ones. Eboué 67 rated, but now a bit later than this. Take a look at this. Barrios Perez, 72 rated. That was the best free agent that I bought, and he actually made it straight into the first team. So 72 rated and only 18 years old, I believe, and that guy would grow to a really high rating and he would help us out big time. Now, Dwelund is the first guy that I'm buying on pre-contract, and with this team, guys, I'm just sorry that I can't buy these players with like normal transfer budget. It just doesn't increase. Every single season I have 2 million in my transfer budget, so I basically had to go for pre-contract deals in order to get these big talents from those countries that we selected. So Sisto, Dwelund and Vestergaard now joining our team, and for the first time ever I'm actually selling a player for 9 million. Marcondes is leaving us for 9 million. He's 25 years old, 79 rated, and finally we got some money into the team. And before those big talents joined our team, we actually came in a third spot at the end of the season, and then in the championship group we actually managed to win the title. 67 points on Nordsjaelland and assistant coaches. I was so happy to see that. So finally, in the 5th season, I believe, we have won the title. Asoro now 72 rated, 18 on a 72. Arje is now 71, and Barrios Perez already on a 75 rating. So he grew by +3 this season only. Rosbach, the goalkeeper, is on a 77 rating. So I was quite happy to see that. But our left back, Christensen, once again got sold by the board. So I was really upset about that. But next season started and we got ourselves 3 players above the 80 rating. So now Sisto is joining our team. He will be playing on the wings together with 18, and his stats are just looking as good as they looked on FIFA 16. This guy was probably one of my favorite players to use on stream in FIFA 16. 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, and he is a great dribbler with a lot of pace on top of that. Now, Vestergaard is the highest rated player in our team now, 84 rated centre-back, a tank. He might not be the fastest, but he is the tallest, most definitely. 6'6" tall in that centre-back position, 84 rated. There was no way that any of our opponents would now get past him. Dwelund, 80 rated, and he actually exceeds his potential in this sprint to glory, so keep an eye out for him on the left hand side. Now in our next season, season number 6 I believe, we once again came in first place. So first 2 seasons we came in at the bottom, and then the next 2 seasons we came in at right in the middle of the table, and the 2 seasons after that it is time for championship titles. So once again we won the title. Dwelund now 81 rated. Platte, he's a free agent, now 73 rated. Asoro had to leave the starting lineup. Sisto on an 82, and Vestergaard 84 rated. So Barrios Perez was once again the only player that I saw was growing a lot. He's now 78 rated. He joined in as a 72 rated player who was just 18 years old. Alexis Bieler, now once again we are taking a look at some free agents to bring in the money to be able to offer some pre-contracts for the big players from those countries that we selected. So Connolly was actually one that I kept in the team because he would rise to a really good rating, and the same goes for this guy, Bruno Fernandes Ferreira de Souza. Yeah, of course, Brazilian names, always way too long. So all in all, this was the tactic that I had to go through in every single season to be able to bring up some money, because all these free agents that I bought at the end, I actually sold them on for a bit of money. But these two were the highest rated ones that we got so far, 74 rated, Connolly and De Souza. So both of them joined our team, and now we're a part of the starting 11 or the bench. And Marcus Henriksen is now the next player to join my team. I believe he plays for Hull City. Then Fredrik Sorensen for the centre-back position. He's another player that I had to bring in who actually could improve our defense together with Vestergaard. So he will now join us in that position. And all these contracts are just pre-contract assistant coaches. They will join us at the start of the next season. And Højbjerg would be the guy in that center midfield position to push our team forward in the future and do most of the defending. And again, In season number 7, we came in at the top, and this time there was such a big gap between us and the second place team. 40 points between the first team and the second place team. That was just madness right there. And now let's take a look at the team. Dwellund, now 83 rated. That is actually his potential. Plate now on a 76. I offered him a contract. He just wouldn't accept it. So in the future, he will be leaving our team. Barrios Perez now on an 81 rating. Connolly straight away grew to a 77. The same goes for Ferreira de Souza. So those players are looking amazing coming in from the free agents, and they will be sold on in the future. Now again, let's take a look at the players that have joined us. All 3 of them are 81 rated, and they would strengthen up our starting lineup massively. Sorensen will now be playing alongside Vestergaard. Højbjerg will join in instead of Eli in the starting 11, and the same goes for Henriksen. He will actually take over from Connolly, and we will wait until he outgrows the stats of Henriksen, who is 81 rated but a bit old at this point as well, 30 years old, but I still had to bring him into the team to improve our squad. And now it was time for the big boy Andreas Christensen, one of the players with the highest potential from all the countries selected, and he will be joining us. 87 rated. I had to offer him 300,000 on his contract so that he actually thought about signing it, because before that I offered him 150, 180, 210, 250, and it just kept on going like that. I needed to buy him, and there was no way that I would be able to sign him with the money that I had in my transfer budget. So the pre-contract deal was essential to us. Ayer is now joining our team. He was a player that I used in my Leicester City career mode last year, if you guys remember. And Victor Fischer from Middlesbrough is also now joining our team. Let's see how our team is looking like. Dwellund now 84 rated. Sisto came in at an 82, and he never grew past that. Henriksen, Barrios Perez and Højbjerg to complete the midfield. Barrios now on an 83 rating. And in the centre-back position, we have 2 tall and strong centre-backs with Sorensen and Vestergaard, who are just dealing with all the attackers coming at them. 18, Ferreira de Souza, 78 and 79 rated. So the free agents that we brought in from the free agent section basically have grown to a really nice rating. So that is one thing that I once again want to point out to you assistant coaches. Definitely go and buy some free agents. If you are going for a long term, like a long career mode, please buy yourself some free agents, especially if it is like a Road to Glory career mode. You will find some players, and then you will be so happy that you brought them into your team, and they will become legends for you. Christensen right here, you can see his stats, 87 rated, taking over that position from Sorensen. And now Barrios Perez had to leave my team to make way for some big players coming up. 38 million is what we got for him, so we signed him for like 15k on wages, and now he left us for 38 million. And now we have finally reached a player that is basically the pinnacle of this sprint to glory. Kasper Dolberg, the biggest talent right now probably in the Eredivisie, scoring loads of goals, and he looks like such a solid player. I'm really looking forward to see how good he can become in the future. 87 rated. And the other guy on the thumbnail, Victor Nilsson Lindelöf, he is playing for Benfica, I believe. He's another centre-back joining our team, and because of that, Christensen will now move over to the CDM position, which he can also play. Lindelöf will play alongside Vestergaard, and again, of course, after bringing in all those players, we are in that first position once again. At the start of next season, Lindelöf and Kasper Dolberg will be joining our team, and honestly, guys, there's something really special about Dolberg, which I will show you in just a bit. But take a look at our team right now. Eiting has taken over that striking position. He's 78 rated now, the 5-star skiller. Lindelöf and Vestergaard in the centre-back position. And in the middle, we have a lot of great players alongside Christensen and Dolberg right here. Take a look at these stats. 91 sprint speed, 99 shot power, 89 finishing. But let's talk about that shot power. That is just mental. 4-star weak foot as well. And look at all these specialities and traits. So assistant coaches, if you want me to make a specific review on Kasper Dolberg, let me know in the top right corner. You'll be able to vote if I should do a review on him, a specific and detailed review on Kasper Dolberg with gameplay implemented. And yeah, basically I'm looking forward to see your response. I am just amazed by the fact that he has 99 shot power, and now we have finally come into season number 10, and obviously we have won the title, and now it was time to take a look at all the players that we had brought in. I definitely had a load of the free agents once again in the starting lineup because again our team just didn't grow money on trees. Let me just put it that way. It was always 2 million or 3 million in the transfer budget, and with that money I wasn't able to create a full team of basically players from the nations that we have selected. But I'm still very happy to bring in all these players now, like Lindelöf, Vestergaard and Højbjerg, and then Christensen. He can play in the CDM position, and if you look at his stats, he would better be fitted in the center back position in my opinion, so don't really play him in the CDM position if you don't have to. And Kasper Dolberg, man, he is definitely the star of this one. 87 rated, 28 years old, 99 shot power, 90 heading accuracy, 89 finishing, ball control 90, strength on 86. He's 6'2" tall, and he has 90 sprint speed. So if you want to buy any player from this video, it should be Kasper Dolberg. And then I would definitely recommend Christensen. I would also recommend you guys to take a look at the free agents once again. You need to take a look at them. It is so much fun to find some players from the free agents and implement them into your team and make them legends, like this one, 18. He's now 78 rated, 5-star skiller. Ayer grew to an 80 rating as well. He's now 27 years old. Victor Fischer started to go down on his stats. And then you have a lot of these free agents coming in who are around the rating of 72 up to like 79, 78. And that's about it, assistant coaches. So let me know in the comments down below which country you would like to see me do a sprint to glory on next. It should be one country if possible. This time we will step up to a bigger country. And yeah, basically let me know in the comments down below. I will take a look at all the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button. Have a nice day and peace.